Company, and this is The Dreaming Show. I'm the host of The Dreaming Show, and today we are going to talk about how bullying can affect you. Dante Company is the co-host of The Dreaming Show, and we have our guest, Vinny Lee. Hello, how are you both
Hey
guys?
Vinny, how
Hey
are
Dante,
you?
hey
Nice to
Gabby,
meet you.
nice to meet you, Gabby.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
No problems, mate. No problems.
Could you tell us, please, about bullying? Because we know that bullying was affecting your life. What happened?
Well, bullying basically to me is something that I don't really enjoy having to see people endure in their lives. And right now, I'm doing the best that I can to make it obsolete and not exist anymore. So
When happened the bullying in your life?
it happened about like a few months ago, actually, and I overcame it from just having a lot of self-belief in myself, and I destroyed it like that.
So why were you bullied?
Yeah, so I was bullied because I was so different and also unique and also happy as well. That people started to challenge me, and when people challenged me, that's when people became threatened by my presence, because I just became like I just kept changing better and better and better and better, and then people were threatened, and then after that, like I was kind of shunned by a lot of people, and then people kept picking on me, and then yeah, all this stuff happened.
Was there anybody there to help you throughout the time you were being bullied, or?
There were people that were there to help me, but like they didn't help me emotionally to get through my challenges. Which means that I figured out this one thing in life, that you're on your own when you want to figure things out yourself.
So how do you feel?
How did I feel?
Hmm.
I felt I wanted to kill myself.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you say kill yourself, could you be more specific, please?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So like, when I wanted to kill myself, I felt like there was no hope in this world anymore, because I felt like every time I reached out for help, people were just like, but what the, like, what is he, why is he trying to leech, like, energy off of me or whatever. That's what they felt like. And then, I'd feel hurt because no one would help me, and then yeah, it was like a downward spiral.
So where did bullying happen? Like, where was it?
Specifically, this one happened when I was in a mental hospital.
So why did you get put into mental hospital for?
Yeah, because I was too happy in our society. Our society doesn't help, doesn't want people to be too happy, apparently. So
Could you clarify, please, this part? People normally, when they feel isolated or they feel being treated, bullying, they feel unhappy. So could you explain that? You
Yeah.
say you feel happy, and because of this you went to the hospital.
What's wrong with being happy? Like, I don't understand.
well, that's the thing. Like, because they call it being out of touch of reality, and then they call it like, oh, you're out of touch of reality. You're sick, and you got to be sent to the hospital, and you got to be locked up, and you're gonna be taking meds, and then like you because you're in that kind of scenario, you're traumatized. You're like, why is this happening to me? And then coupled with that, the people inside it, they treat you like crap, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And then that's why I'm not surprised that a lot of people that have mental health problems, they end up killing themselves.
So what did you do?
I was like, no, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna keep
done.
persisting. Yeah.
Good job, man. Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank
Proud
you.
of you.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you.
Thank you.
So, like, did your parents support you in any way?
Yeah,
perhaps?
they did, but they didn't know what to do. Like, they knew I was suffering, but like they didn't know how to help me.
So both of you, probably, I don't know, your parents, you didn't approach to any specific organization for help?
Well, I approached the nurses that were in there. I said, hey, this guy's doing this thing to me, and it's really annoying me, and it's like affecting my emotional self-esteem. And then they're like, okay, yeah, we'll deal with that. And then they don't do anything.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
Hmm. But what I mean is approaching to that side, any
Yeah.
government institution, the police.
Well, I didn't get the opportunity to do so because I was inside the hospital, so I could only reach out to certain
What
people.
about your family?
Yeah, my family visited me. I told them about certain things, and then
What about your family approaching to the police to find some kind of help
yeah,
outside?
the police led me to the in mental hospital.
The police.
Yeah, the police. Yeah,
Could you explain that, please?
they led me to the hospital, and then they led me to the mental hospital. So they led me to the hospital first, and then the hospital led me to the mental hospital because I thought I was crazy.
For being too happy.
Yeah.
Hmm. What else did you do? What strategies did you do?
Yeah, how did you overcome it? Like,
Well, you have it's certain things you you say to yourself in your head every time
Yeah.
something bad happens. So like you say, because there's a quote in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. It says like every failure comes with a seed of an equivalent benefit or greater whenever you overcome a failure. So I was like, if this is a hardship I'm experiencing right now, I can get something back if I overcome it, and I did.
Hmm.
so
And now
it's
I'm
how
stronger.
you view the failure. Like,
Exactly.
failure is not technically a failure, it's how you view it.
Yeah.
Like, failure can be a good thing, so it takes you to another path. Like, how you overcome it, a feedback,
Yeah.
or how not to do it.
Hmm.
I mean, most people are afraid of failure, but like I learned to accept it and embrace it. So
Mm.
Are you afraid of failure?
No, it's part of the learning. It's
Yeah,
when
exactly.
the growth start happening in the human being.
yeah,
What I know, Bini, you are, I think, approaching to a lady. She's a freedom specialist. Could you tell me, please, how she is helping you?
yeah. So this lady who's an emotional freedom specialist, she listens to me. She's like a really good consultant that like helps me become more of who I can be, because right now like I'm still recovering from what has happened to me in the past. So I'm becoming better and better and better by going back to this lady again and again and again, when she helps me heal my emotions, become more of who I can be, stuff like that.
Hmm. So she's applying different strategies.
Yeah, different strategies, many different strategies.
Hmm.
Could you name one of them?
One of them, well, it's like she listens to your heart, so you can say whatever from your heart, and then she just embraces it, and then you feel liberated after that.
Hmm. Oh,
That's good. So after all this has happened to you, what are your plans for your future? Do you have any dreams? Anything like
Yeah,
that?
well, my dream is that, well, first of all, this bullying thing or all the negativity, I want it to go away, because I think it only happens because people don't know
Mm.
what they're doing in this world. Like they're very they're not selfish, but like they're unconscious of what they do, and like I don't blame them. That's why I forgive everyone. Like even though I've been bullied, I forgive all of the bullies. They're all good people at heart, but it's just like they're not taught the right way. So that's why like I want to somehow teach them to become
Mm.
greater people.
Do you think these people need help as well?
Yes, they do. They need a lot of help.
Mm. Mhm.
Yeah. Normally they're taught from the childhood, like that's how you do it, that's not how you do it, and that's what they believe, and also what they see on social media,
Yeah.
what they read, and the people you hang with as well. Like the people you hang with, they're gonna influence like how your personality is gonna turn out in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can give a message to the audience today, what would you say to them, especially to teenagers?
Yeah, that are suffering and are going through a lot of pain at the moment.
Well, I'll give you this one message, and it will honestly change your life.
Mhm.
Basically, you have to understand that there's only yourself that can ever help yourself. No one can ever help you. And I know that's a painful thing to realize, because you may think that like, oh, my mom and dad can help me, or like my sister or my brother or whatever, my cousin can help me. But honestly, like they never will. And like, if you keep believing that same thing, and then when something terrible happens to you, and you're like, oh, my cousin will help me, but then he doesn't help you, and then you feel more terrible inside. You're on your own there. But like, if you can realize now that like, everything in your life, you can do it on your own. That's where the power lies.
It's amazing what you are saying.
I like it. Love it.
You know what, Bini? I would like to invite you. Dante and myself, we launch a big movement to make people aware to stop bullying.
Hmm.
Would you like to be with us on 31st of January 2016 and give a message to the world?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Great to have you.
Mhm. Tell me now, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like I'm moving towards that greater tomorrow that I'm wishing to happen. So
More goals, more dreams?
yeah,
Uh-huh. Are you studying at the uni, is what you say?
yeah, I'm studying.
What are you studying?
I'm studying information technology.
Oh, nice.
Very
Nice.
clever.
Yeah,
Do you enjoy it?
yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
So how many years so far?
Well, I've been switching around, so I'm starting again
Mhm.
as the first year. So
How amazing is, because you say you've been in the hospital, in the
Yeah.
mental hospital, and now you are focusing on study at the university.
Yeah.
How come? Tell me, please, tell us, more specific, probably the audience are
Tell
wondering.
all of us. Tell us. Yeah.
Tell, please, what's the secret? What's the specific strategy to jump from one place to another level in your life?
okay, yeah, okay, I know what to say. Well, most people think that it's like, oh, it's persistence, or it's like, overcoming adversity. It's not like that. It's your will to do it. That's the secret. Your willpower, whatever you want to call it. Because most people don't exercise their will, and that's why they become lazy and stuff like that. It's all in your will. And then, if you want to overcome something big, then your willpower has to be equivalent to that same reward that you want. And how can you practice it? When you want to do something, you'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. Or when you want to do something else, no, I'm not doing that. I'm sitting right here and I'm not doing anything. How I did it was because I was having a lot of thoughts in my head. I centered myself. I said, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to stick to one thing for the next hour. And I did it. And then your willpower starts to grow from there. So
Focus.
Focus.
yeah.
Yeah,
Focus.
It's very important. It's very important. It's what is missing in people's minds
Yeah.
sometimes. That's why they don't get what they want to get.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you like to add something else, Dante, before we finish?
Well, you know how you say that you focus and all that. Yeah. What would you do if somebody was trying to bring you down? How would you react to that?
Then you bring down double the effort, double the willpower. That's
so you
what I
just
say.
ignore them and
Yeah,
just
ignore them. Just go
focus.
even harder.
So mentally, talk to my hand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Just gotta go hard.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much,
thank you.
Vinny, for
That's
being
okay.
with us. We are really sure that your message are going to help many people out there. Would you like to add something else?
Well, never stop believing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Never stop believing in what?
Never stop believing in yourself.
Excellent. Love it.
Amazing,
Amazing.
amazing. Thank you very much
Yeah, thank
for
you.
being with
Thanks,
us.
Dante.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you,
with
Gabby.
us, Vinny. All the best. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Till next time.